Gotta keep them separated. Separated. Hey! The man is disrespecting me.
What is up, everybody? We are live. So if you're checking us out right now, we are streaming live on, we got a few people. Senor, how are you doing? Senor Pasayada Hayoka, how are you doing, sir? Mr. James Kunkel is in the house. We are streaming live right now on YouTube, LinkedIn, Facebook, and we are actually going live backstage a little bit, kind of, over on, Instagram. So if you're watching on Instagram, thank you guys so much. Kenyatta there, and who else? Oh, Anthony. Mr. Reed, Kidney Trails over there. So yes, you're getting a different view. Mike is in the red. Oh no, too high maybe? Hello. All right, how are we doing? You guys let me know. What's up, Lena? We are going live, so if you're checking us out, we are streaming across multiple platforms. So tonight, okay, so maybe you guys, hopefully you guys were hearing me on Instagram. I had it muted. Sorry, folks. Sorry. So I was messing with the setup a little bit today. Again, that's the whole point behind doing all of these things today, is to mess with the setup and get everything the way that I wanted it to. So if you guys are seeing, let me know what you think. So I've adjusted the camera. So what you're seeing here, dead center now, kind of, is the Sony ZV-E10. That's where I kind of want it to be. So when I'm looking center and I see the monitor here, right over to my left. So what am I testing? I'm testing everything, Miss Beth Granger. So the last 5 nights actually, we've been streaming since Sunday. What's today? Yeah, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Today Thursday? Yes. Okay. Last 5 nights we've been streaming, kind of getting like our position set up, like how I want everything to kind of go when we go streaming. So like I've been changing camera positions, kind of been putting, so I've been messing around with things. So hopefully if you can see watching, and we're saying Deborah over on, yes, I am mass streaming. So I wanted to get set up so I could set up Instagram from the phone. Then you can see where your audio isn't as clear as I'm used to from you. Well, let me change my position here. How's that sound? So I had to move the boom arm a little bit because I was repositioning everything. So I completely moved everything again, apart from where everything was yesterday. So I moved everything into place. I found a stand that will sit perfect to where I want the camera to be, almost eye level, with both Instagram, the stream cam that I'm using, which will be the regular stream cam, and then of course, Then, of course, I have my trusty, tried and true C920 over here as well. So I can bring that camera in, and if you look, and you'll see a little bit of a difference, but see if you can tell worse. How is it worse? Sounds like my speaker is busted. Maybe I'm too high. Hello. We've been testing audio, so took everything down again, put it back up. You guys let me know. Let me reposition. Okay. Sounds like my speaker is busted. It might be me. Not gonna lie. Let me check my audio settings. Go back. Roadcaster's here. We got our mic turned up. Let's kind of bring it down a little bit. Our mic settings. We are listening. We are live. Okay. You guys let me know how to sound. So last night it sounded pretty clean and clear, but again, I was messing with everything again. So I might have to reposition everything, get everything in a spot that I think will work. Okay. Now, where was I? So I can bring in the extra cam, which is the stream cam now, which you guys will see here, and still lousy audio. Well, I don't know what to say. Let me make sure we got everything plugged in. Everything's good. Let me mute, turn down a tad bit more. Okay, so audio's turned down. Everybody let me know how it sounds. Instagram, do you guys have audio? Are we at audio? We're at infinity here on all the settings here. Let's turn our master volume down here, and we'll go back into our stream settings here. Mic audio, we'll drop it down just a little bit more. All right, you guys let me know how it sounds. Okay, that's the whole part of what these audios are supposed to be doing, is to help kind of bring this all together. So, bit better, getting better. Okay, brought the audio down inside of StreamYard. So I have my settings set on the Rodecaster, but then it's blasting on. And I might have to bring my levels down on the Rodecaster Pro as well. So getting better. We're getting there. We're gonna get there, folks. We'll get there. That's the whole point behind all of this. Okay, so bringing in the stream cam, you guys are gonna see where it almost sits, almost dead center where I had the stream cam set up. So if you guys can see, now you get two of me coming here, and you see me here. You see that's the ZV-10, that's the stream cam, and this is Instagram. So not perfect, but we're improving. That's okay. That's the whole point. Still sounding fuzzy. Let me turn down my settings here. Hold on just a second. I'm gonna go in the Rodecaster, into my settings. I'm gonna bring my levels down. You guys let me know if it sounds a little bit better, not as strong. So I'm bringing the levels down through the Rodecaster Pro. So hopefully it's not too bad. Okay, so this one here, I'm going to show you. So the C920 is this cam. So just wait 1 second. I'm going to get myself out of the stream. Let me go solo here. That is the C922. Well, I'm using a different microphone tonight. Well, I've been using a different microphone, and I've got to set my audio settings. We'll get there. We're going to get there. So this right here, what you're seeing is the C920. This is a stream webcam that streams into 1080p. So I can bring this in, right? And then let me bring myself out. And I'll go... This is the Sony ZV-E10. Now I gotta change the just the settings on the lighting for this. The mic picks up every inhale. Let me see if I can turn on. Hold on. Let me go back here and put on the noise gate. Do 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 do. Here we go. Audio processing. All right, you guys let me know how it sounds now. Whether or not it's picking up. So it turns on the audio processing here. So this is the this is the Sony ZV-10. So it's got a few other cool features. So you can focus, bring in autofocus. You see how it does that. the lighting sits. So I want to be able to change the lighting just a bit for this. Hello, DJ. So she's watching on Instagram. So we're streaming on Instagram. Hopefully you guys can hear me on Instagram. Let me know. Thumbs up if you can hear on Instagram. And we're streaming on LinkedIn, YouTube, and Facebook all at the same time. Back to my old habits. So anyway, this is the the ZV-10. This is the Sony's 4K cam that's running through a capture card, and then this is the C920 webcam, right? So this is what I tell people: you don't have to have the fancy cameras. You can have a webcam. Of course, yeah, David, it is out of focus because cracking when my voice gets louder. All right, let's see. Yeah, I don't know. Don't know what the dealio is tonight. Last night we had our audio was a little bit better. Didn't have too much of a problem last night, but then you take everything apart, put it back together. You got to mess back around with settings. Let's drop that down a little bit. Okay. Hello, 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 hello. Hello, hello, hello. We can change our threshold on it a little bit if we need to. Do. This is the fun part about messing with all of this. All right. Where were we? Thank you. It's cracking when I speak. Well, we're going to work through that. I got to get through the audio settings. For some reason, I can hear when now the levels are... See, when I turn off the processing, this is what it sounds like, right? So this is without. What's the filter in front of the mic? So this is a pops filter. This is the windscreen. So it's supposed to not catch so many P's, pops, explosions, the whole 9 yards there. You know, I've been trying it out just to see if it will help it work or not. I don't know. That's the whole point about testing everything. That's why it's a test stream. So we can work through a lot of these issues. We still got a week before we start going live every night. So the whole point of trying to get all of this stuff together is to get the audio in place. So you guys let me know what you think of the difference between the camera as well. This is just the stream. Let me go back here. This is, there we go. Now the background might be a little blurry, but that's kind of the idea for like some of these stream cams. I mean, some of the mirrorless cams, because you want the focus to be like on here and then still kind of add a little bit of depth. So there is like a blur that you can add to the camera. So it makes it look like it has a little bit of background, kind of like when you're zooming, you put a blur filter on. Same idea. You can turn it off. So I'm trying to get that under wraps, and again, messing with all the everything, putting it back together. I'm gonna have to go back in my settings, and trying to get that in a place where, because when I start streaming more, here's what's going to happen. You're going to see the lighting kind of change. Stream cam, yeah, some people like that look, right? Because it's got so that one looks a little bit more clear and it's got a wider focus. But what I like about this one here is I can change a lot of the filters on it, so I can change it to actually match the white balance, the ISO to allow in more lighter and the aperture. So there's a few other things, and I got to turn that product showcase off. So what that does, what product showcase does is like what it does. See how you see? So the whole point of having that on is like, say if I'm showing you a product, right? So I'm saying, hey guys, I want you to check out this cord here. Thing is for it to focus on the cord and not on me. You see that? How it comes into focus, and in the moment that I bring it back, it brings me back into focus. That's the cool part about it. So that's the whole reason behind like wanting to, getting a phone call on Instagram. Okay, I'll deal with that in a little bit. Okay. So anyway, that does that's what the whole point of what the camera does. So we're back Instagram. Instagram kind of went away for a little bit because phone call interrupted, but there you go. Yeah, so product placement, that's the whole reason behind what the Sony has to offer. So like if I'm talking, I say, hey guys, check out this Pellegrino water, right? You see how it focuses really strictly just on the water and the label. And then when you take it back out of focus, boom, there it goes. I'm back in camera. So that's the whole point about it. Now you can turn it off. It's got a quick function that you can just hit a button in the back and turn it on and turn it back off. Oh my gosh. Okay, hold on a sec, guys. We're going to mute this. I'm going to mute. Okay, we're back. Now you are muted. Yes, so I did mute myself. Instagram is back on live. It was offline for a minute. And then let me turn everything back on so Instagram can hear now. That's the cool thing about having a Rodecaster. You can mute all the audio resources. Yeah, I was on mute. I put myself on mute for a purpose. So let's see, is Instagram going back live? I don't know if it's still live anymore on Instagram. But anyway, thank you, Instagram, if you were watching. But yeah, that's cool. That's a really cool feature that you can do now. Problem is like what I was talking about. So if you, here's the thing. No, I don't want to cancel. There we go. Okay, so here's the thing. If you have your hands and you use your hands a lot when you're talking, you see what it does? Kind of bring it blurs and in and out of focus. Not so great sometimes when you're doing a live stream. So I think the whole point behind doing that, and I'm going to end Instagram right now because now it's just acting wonky. Okay. Okay, there you go. All right, now it was working flawless. That's the cool thing about it. And the whole thing is like I can mute so quickly now because now I have my Stream Deck. And with the touch of a button, watch this, guys. You can see when I'm talking. All of a sudden, it just seems like. But then when the quick button change with my Stream Deck, now I am streaming again, and you can hear me. So I love having my little Stream Deck here, and I'm learning how to set it up to help me when I'm live streaming and how I will do transitions. Yes, Instagram is zucked. It was. I don't know why. I guess because I was streaming live on Instagram and then I got a phone call. Then I tried to answer the phone call. Then I did, and then it kind of just was all over the place. So, thank you for telling me that. Oh! I forgot to ask you guys. What do you think, guys, of my new logo? So this was designed by my friends over at Inky Black. And I'm going to do a quick pub for them. Here it goes. So that is the team of Guy Graves, and your face was froze when it... I know. That's the funny part about live streaming. Okay, so where was I? Logo. What do you guys think of the logo? So I had them kind of do a redesign. The name of my video production is Impro Media, and kind of incorporated the G for my name there and they made it look at that. That looks so suave, sexy. I love it. So glad and happy with the redesign that they did for me. So if you guys are interested, you can go check them out over at, let me see, do I have it in here? I believe I have it in here somewhere. I do, maybe I don't. Thought I did, maybe I didn't. I need to put it in here. Got to work on that. What's up, Mr. Johns? How are you doing, sir? Appreciate you. Saw you live streaming, doing a test the other day as well. I don't know if you were testing the new eCam features. I saw you testing something. I didn't get to see exactly because I was in the middle of doing something. I'm take a drink of water, folks. So, I love water. So good. All right. What am I missing? Oh, you know what we didn't do tonight? What I've been doing every night is I got to put on our wonderful background music, and I didn't do it tonight. Well, it's because I was streaming with Instagram, but Crowdcast. Hold on, folks. I will let you know in just 1 second, David. And I will tell you. Do. Alright, you guys hear the audio. Turn it down just a tad. Wait, it's not over blaring. Alright, listening to a little more Winston Marsalis tonight. Love a little cool jazz to have in the background. So, there we go. Alright, now, what is the live stream show going to be about? Okay, now to clarify, it's going to be about a lot of things. So where am I streaming today? I am streaming to YouTube, Facebook, LinkedIn, and I was streaming to Instagram. Well, it is that sensitive, so it picks up everything like very, very close. But that's the whole point, I think, is when you have a microphone that close, is to pick up everything. That's why you put filters on there and everything else. And even if you have a noise gate, it's still going to pick up just because it's such in close proximity of where you're sitting. And a few, podcasters have gotten the advice, are like, hey, get up on that thing, baby, and make love to it. Let your voice come across clear. But the whole point is like, that's why I can have my mute mic button here. So if I do want to take a drink, watch this. I can just do. There you go. Camera froze. Now has gone to black. Maybe not the camera, it might be LinkedIn. Trust me, I've seen a few LinkedIn streams where it disappears, it goes away, I can still hear the audio. So it's probably not the camera, it might be a LinkedIn problem. So guys, if anybody else is having this issue, you let me know. So you're back now with the video. Just gonna say, so LinkedIn, and I've seen this a few times on a few other live streams. So when you like refresh or you type in a comment, at times I've seen it where if you're especially watching on mobile, that when you do like try to interact with something or write something in, it just acts wonky as hell. And that's a LinkedIn issue. And see, so LinkedIn is having problems. See, look at this. Facebook, no problem. So I know what you're talking about, Rebecca. Roberta. Excuse me. Got Rebecca on my mind. I don't even know who Rebecca is. But anyway. So that is an issue all in itself with LinkedIn, is when you're watching live streams where I've seen it, the app just crashes for some reason. And you gotta refresh. So it's tough, but exactly right. They're and some of the issues that they're having, and it's just LinkedIn, folks. I've watched live streams on Facebook a lot more now, and I don't see the same issues on Facebook. I don't see the same issues on YouTube. It's only on LinkedIn. But that's just the name of the game. So I do love and enjoy it, and I didn't pull this up for a reason, because I was going to ask you about this Crowdcast Studio for workshops. How are you liking Crowdcast? Now, I think you've used it a few times. I've been interested in it, but never jumped over to go see about using Crowdcast. And I've seen a few other creators do workshops, mini courses, stuff inside of Crowdcast. So that's crowdcast.io, folks. You can go check it out. They do have a really cool platform over there. Just never used it, and was asking Russ about that. So yeah, but that was the whole purpose behind having the whole purpose behind doing these test streams, is so that I can work out a lot of the kinks and the bugs. And one of the things that I want to finish working on is getting my camera in it, because once I create where I want my camera to be, and I get the settings down to the way that I want them, they will stay that way. Yes, but we do love our LinkedIn community. I do love the community over there. Will not lie about that. So anyway, the whole reason is testing these things over and over and over and over again every night is because I need to get it to where I feel it will be satisfactory to do a very good interview, where it won't cause any issues when I'm streaming live, and I want to be able to kind of concentrate primarily on the content, not so much the tech and everything else. So getting all this stuff done now is vital. So this week was very important. Next week will be just as important, to get everything in a proper place so that I can feel comfortable once we start going live August 15th. So August 15th will be show number 1 of season 4. And yes. Okay, cool. So Facebook users are cool with censorship and stolen elections. Apparently so. But I'm going to tell you a problem that Facebook is having with StreamYard. So when you go streaming on StreamYard, and I just found this out, StreamYard sent a mass message to everybody who's been using it and streaming to Facebook. People have been putting copyright claims on your content. And a lot of it is false. So if you stream to Facebook and you get one of those, investigate it first. Make sure it's not legit one. So I have to do it because I use licensed music. So if there's something that goes across Facebook and gets hit by Universal Music Entertainment (UME), probably good cause for it, because I was using some of their music. But there are others that make no sense. So for some reason, there's some kind of software or something where they're putting copyright claims on videos that people are creating. People are freaking out about it. So if you're using StreamYard and that happens to you, please reach out to the StreamYard team. Let them know that it's not, you didn't use any kind of unlicensed content or music or anything else. And they'll, supposedly take care of it. Okay. New show. What is the new show about? So, there you go. So it's a new bet. There you go. That's what's been happening. Exactly. Thank you. All right. New show is going to be about a lot of things. Okay. Now I've broken it down in categories of how many people I'm going to have on and guest. So every day, Monday through Friday, 7:15, 8:15 Eastern Standard Time, 7:15 Central. We're going to be doing a 45-minute show. We will be doing a few small segments. I will be having a few guest hosts that I will invite on with me. And then we're going to be doing, we're going to be doing a few different type of segments at the beginning of the show. We will do a tech intro. We will do joke of the day, life hack. We will do a business tip. I will have other content creators who are going to be creating small 2-minute snippets, 3-minute snippets, kind of talking about it. I will create a few segments myself. We will touch on a few things like that are going on, kind of like what we're talking about now with Facebook. Just a few small tips, things that are happening across social media. Then we will go into a 30-minute interview. Each guest, we will do 30 minutes. We will have a different array of guests. So we're going to have people who are in the NFT Web3 space. We're going to have live stream creators. We are going to have content creators. We're going to have health and lifestyle coaches. I'm trying to reach out to a few actors, writers, musicians, artists, comedians. So I'm just going to bring people from all walks of life. And it will be a mix of us having fun conversations. It's not just going to be strictly about one particular type of content. So if that's what you're looking for, probably not going to be satisfied with it, but that's okay. It's not the reason why I'm creating it. I'm creating it's been a mix of everything that I've done over the last 3 seasons. So that's kind of where the idea came from, and where I'm going to continue to kind of put my efforts into doing it. So hopefully you guys will. I'm trying to do it primarily for entertainment. I am not trying to reach any kind of sector for education, learning. Hopefully you can learn from having the conversation, learning from what my guest has to share. But the objective is to learn about the person and kind of bring out some hopefully interesting, stimulating, at times educational content. And that's the whole point behind this, just to be a little bit of everything, a little different. So there's going to be times where it's probably going to be content you like. It might be content that I like. But I'm trying to make it a whole community sort of thing. So that's why I'm asking other content creators who are in the sphere of creating video, creating audio, creating everything, to kind of ask them to share something. Even, like I said, even like a life hack. Like, what's something that you do that is unique to you, that you have found saves you either time, money, or effort? And share something like that. Very small, 2 minutes, walk it over, send it to me, I bring it up here. I'll create a little stinger for intro for it, bring it into the show, talk about it. We'll talk about certain things, especially when there's, like, of course, breaking news or something that is happening on any of the platforms that we're streaming to. We'll talk about it all. So that's the whole point behind it all, is to get that all together and out to the masses. So that's what the show is all about, and hopefully you find it interesting. I don't know if everybody will, but that's the whole idea behind it. And then, of course, we're going to start taking this audio, we're going to start taking this video, we're going to make small pieces. That's why I wanted to do it in segments, because then we can just make small pieces of audio or video content, share it out on primarily the interview will be put out on a podcast. So the segments will be done differently, but the interview itself, I want to be just kind of a small 30-minute interview, and then create small episodes of podcasts and interviews with these people. So that's the thing. Walter in the house. What is up, my man? Watching over on Facebook. Appreciate you. So if anybody's watching on Facebook, thank you so much. You can follow me on my profile. And if you're watching on YouTube, you can subscribe to the channel, hit the like on this video, and you can also hit the notification bell. It will let you know when we go live, when we are live and when we have new video content on the channel. So we're at 983 subscribers over on my YouTube channel. Let's get to 1,000, folks. Then I can personalize the YouTube channel there, and I'm going to be creating content to put over there on YouTube. So there will be recorded video content. There might be video tutorials to talk about like how my setup is, and there will be like creative tutorials and to talk about how you create some of these things, like the nice overlays you might see me doing and how I use them, what I use to create. So that's going to be a big part of it. So, you know, that's in a nutshell what we're going to be doing for the next August, September, October, and almost 5 months. So we're launching on August 15th. And like I was telling everybody last night, you know, it's like a restaurant when they have a soft open. You know, they let people come in, they work out the kinks and the bugs, and they see how the service is. And then they do the hard open where they, you know, doors open, celebrate, welcome for the public, blah, 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 blah. So that's what the live stream's almost about. So these test streams are pretty much my soft open, and then once the hard open hits, we'll have our created intro. We'll do it all. So thank you. We had to excuse me. We had to work through it. We had a few things. It wasn't the best when we first started, Andrew. Believe me. We had a few problems and issues at the beginning. So had to turn on a few filters, set my noise gate, and then readjust a lot of the volume. So thank you. Hopefully we can get a few people to tune in. And, you know, the whole point behind it is just to have a really good time and get to spend 45 minutes every night with my favorite people. And again, be a part of this wonderful, supportive community that shows up. You know, that's the whole point behind doing this every single night. And again, that's why I want to add a few co-hosts. So if you guys are interested, once I create the link and everything else for the scheduling, if you're ever interested in wanting to become a show co-host, you know, and I'll incorporate you at a level where you might feel comfortable. So if it's reading weird news today, you want to do that? Awesome. We will bring that in for you. If it is conducting part of the interview, we'll do that as well. So the YouTube channel is pretty simple to find. It's called the Gabe Leal Experience. Kind of made it hard because it used to have a different name. I used to call it a different name. It used to be after my show name, and then I decided, you know what, I might as well just put myself on it. So it is the Gabe Leal Experience over on YouTube. So it is Gabe or Gabe, either one. Most people. So if you check it out, please subscribe to the channel. I do appreciate it. Always very thankful for everybody that's watching over there. So, woo! What else is there to say? So tag her. I think she got tagged yesterday when we were doing over on Brian's show. So yeah, there will be interesting sort of mix of people, and hopefully I get to introduce a lot of new people to this platform here on LinkedIn, apart from those that are on Facebook and YouTube. That's the whole point. I've taken part of the time off was to concentrate on my job, and then the other part was to kind of build a few new relationships, extend a few new relationships, go back and revisit a few relationships, and then getting, you know, in a place where I can feel comfortable with asking people to come on the show and have a conversation. So it's wonderful because there's going to be a few new creators that I'm going to get the opportunity to talk to that I've known for a while, just never had a live interview with them. And then there's going to be a few people that I have not even met yet, but we're going to reach out to them. I've followed their content. I know who they are, so I'm just going to reach out and see if they'll come on to the show. So that's pretty much the game plan here going on for the next few weeks until we're ready to launch. Mr. Riley, appreciate you watching in over on our Facebook. From Togo, no worries, man. What time is it over there? Gosh, I love it when, we got our special friend in the house over on LinkedIn, Mr. Kenneth Dunner Jr. Appreciate you. West Side is in the house, folks. We are representing. Let's represent. Got to, man. Your pride, throw it up. Tell me where you're watching from. But like last night, we had a wonderful conversation. I had my buddy Marchello Arcelay on, and I'm going to invite him on quite a few times. He's been one of the people who's willing, like, hey, man, I can help in any way if I have time. Absolutely. That's all I'm asking for. I'm not asking for a long-term commitment from anybody. Just if anybody's interested and wanting to come on, help help the show kind of develop and grow, I'm more than happy to have you. That's the whole point behind it. And, like I said, I'm trying to learn how to become a little bit more structured, because these interviews that I'm having with these guests, they will be Michael. What is up, man? All the way from Long Island, New York, over on the East Coast, 9:13 over there. Thank you for tuning in, man. It's a little late, but I appreciate it. And everybody who's watching on Facebook, thank you so much for tuning in. Got 4 people watching over there. Love that I can really see that, but I know that my LinkedIn family is here as well. So, yes, Bill Bradford, thank you again. But that's the whole point, is to get this together, get it nice and tight, so that when we start rolling, thank you. You inspire me, man. I love that you're trying to put that out there, man. Inspire people. That's the whole point behind doing some of this. We all have our struggles. We all have our issues and problems and things that we go through in life, but it's cool to inspire somebody. That's why I tell people, share your voice. You don't know who you're going to inspire, whose life you're going to touch, and that's the great part of what it is that I get to do as a creator. And you all have the opportunity to do as well. So 9:13 in New York is not late. Well, I guess so. Depends if you're old. Don't know. Maybe not. I don't know. I've never been to New York. So we got, okay, Michael's concurring. It's not late. Never mind. Fuck me. What do I know? Never been on the East Coast, so I wouldn't know. Thank you, buddy. Appreciate it. The background music. I've been digging on jazz lately, man. It's just been one of those things that's been flowing for me. When I hear it on, I'm just like, whew, cool, laid back, calm, relaxed. Love it. And there you go, man. Long Island, the huddle with Walter Strong III. Hey, guys, if you're watching on, if you will be kind enough to head over to YouTube after the show, you can go check out Walter's channel. Go subscribe. Always here to support. And Long Island, New York, yes. Miles Davis, yes. Count Basie. There's a few others that I've been listening to. That have been, I don't know, just been, I've been digging on it. It's been hitting all the right chords with me. I know you're saying from the west side of LA, man. You are on the west coast. I know. We got the East Coast, we got the West Coast, and then we're here in Texas. We're on the third coast. I don't know if that makes sense. Heard it one time. I thought it was kind of cool. But yes, there's something. Isn't there something though that about listening to jazz that kind of just gives you a very easygoing, mellow vibe? It like almost opens up the channels to your soul a little bit. That's the way I love what jazz music can do. Music in general, but when there's sometimes you're just in a mood and there's a genre that just does that to you, man, there's nothing like it. Nothing like it at all. So, man, it's been great these last 5 days. I feel like I'm getting back into a sort of semi-rhythm. And my buddy Russ, who was here a little bit early, can attest to this. When you stream just about every day, you do find a rhythm into live streaming. It becomes part of... Ooh, Norman Brown. Yes. You know, you guys have ever heard of Wayman Tisdale? Now, Wayman, that's cool about Wayman, you know, rest in peace, buddy. Used to be a former NBA player, and he got into it, doing jazz. So you check out some of his music as well. It's always just, again, it's all about the vibe and what you're trying to do, man. So there's times that I feel like I want dance music and I want to hear, you know, quarter beats and 16 beats and do. And then there's times I just want to let the river flow, right? Let it just happen. Sitting there on the, like the Otis Redding song, just sitting there on the dock of the bay, wasting time, letting your feet soak, feeling the breeze, baby. There's nothing like it in the world. Those are the small things. Enjoy those moments. That's what jazz music kind of is doing for me right now. So, thank you guys again. The whole point behind these, that's it. The late, great Wayman Tisdale, folks. Ooh, look at that. I'll have to check that one out. Thank you for the recommendation, Clark. I will. But the whole point behind this is trying to get now. I'm feeling the rhythm. Once I get the tech in line, the rhythm in line, I feel very, very confident. Then we'll go back. Oleg, how are you, my friend? Saw you streaming today. I didn't get to comment, but it was cool. In the house, Jamal Marshall, appreciate you, buddy. Yes, I will be back here tomorrow night. I will be back here Saturday night. I will be back Sunday night. I will be back Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday next week. Next time I'll probably take a break is August 13th and 14th. That'll be my weekend with the kiddos. So I'll concentrate on them and then just get everything ramped up, because August 15th, we're going to launch, baby. And once we go, we're going. It'll be every night. Same bat time, same bat channel. Bat channel, if I can talk. So I will be back tomorrow. I think I'm finding a good time at 7:15. So I will schedule tomorrow's live stream for 7:15. We will go live. We will have a nice interview, and hopefully I can line up a guest for tomorrow night. So last night it was Marchello Arcelay. Don't know who the guest will be for tomorrow, but I'm trying to get a few guests on, because I do have to get back in the habit and practice of doing interviews. Haven't felt like I've done a very good, like, long-term interview in a while. So I want to get back the chops, baby. Get back in it. So I'm going to have this dude on. I don't know when, but I will schedule time to have this guy on, because I had a interview with him in my second season, and I thoroughly enjoyed our conversation. Love what he does, love his content and what he talks about, and I think it's time that me and him revisited having a conversation. So, and Andrew's been on the show, so I think we can figure out a way to kind of get Andrew back on the show, except as a I would like to have Andrew come on as a constant contributor, if he's up for that. I don't know if he'd be up for that, but I do like I do love his moxie, as they say, to come on here and do stuff. You know, when somebody is headstrong and they want to do things, and you just want to kind of add that energy to what you're doing. It just kind of creates a nice vibe around everything. So those people, yes, awesome. And Gabe from lives past, was the edible Raymond. That might be a once in a lifetime thing, buddy. Hey, I'm not going to push my limits. If it happens again, it happens again. But if it doesn't, I'm satisfied. So, there he is. So, like again, Andrew adds a lot of, I think he could be some, what the hell is a moxie? You don't know what, come on, man. It's like, what's another word? Spunk, energy, pushback. There's just something about when people have this sort of demeanor about them, where it's like, I want to do this, I want to be part of this, so why not include them? So, Bob, thank you so much. Waiting for the bus home and watching with closed captions. Good. Thank you, Bob. Appreciate it. Feel you, brother. I take the bus home as well. Been taking the bus since May. So June. So the last 3 months. In June, I have been taking the bus and train to and from work. So it was just a thing out of wanting to do something a little bit more physical, active, walking. Will I pay him? Hopefully I can pay him in snacks. That'd be a nice exchange. I don't know if I'll be able to pay anybody. Just to preface that right now. If you're looking to get paid, this is probably not the show unless I get sponsors. And if I get sponsors, all bets are off then. But so I'll pay in honey nuts. There you go. Maybe that will work. But yes, we'll see. A lot of plans are still up in the air. A lot of things we haven't even officially launched yet, but we're getting there. So the last 10 years, oh, buddy, way to go. My content is going to be a mixed bag, James. So it's going to be primarily focused on guest interviews. So live stream creators, content creators, again, writers, authors, painters, musicians, comedians. We're going to have business development creators, people who can talk about NFT and Web3. We're going to have just a mixture of interesting folks on here that have a different array of skill sets and experiences. And hopefully we can bring all that to the forefront and open up a little bit and have a little fun while we're doing it. I think that's the whole point behind all of this is in the first place. So, and we can work on some snack sponsors. That way we can give away snacks on the show. So, never know. If you like Honey Nut Cheerios, maybe we can get Honey Nut Cheerios or somebody as a sponsor to sponsor Honey Nut Cheerios. How would that be? Now, I want to get the high dollar stuff and say, hey, can we get audio? Can we get audio sponsors, video sponsors to kind of add that to what we do? But hey, again, doors wide open, opportunities knocking. We'll just see where it's going to take us, folks. That's the whole point behind all of it. So, yes, look at that. Corporate sponsors, friendly for the snack selfie challenge. So go check that out, that hashtag actually. So there you go. Avid cooks, wine collectors, students of cocktail guests. Why not? Again, it's going to be an array of folks who are coming from all walks of life. And like I said, the whole point behind a lot of them is to learn about these people, open up about who they are, and then how it provides to what the skill set that they have and what they do in their careers and in their journeys. So that's going to be the whole part of it. And yes, Oh, please, if this was my job, you could not keep me off the airwaves. I have another job. I have to pay bills, and I have kids that I have to take care of. But hey, I'm not going to take that off the table. I'm shooting to get on Amazon Live, and if I can get on Amazon Live, apart from doing these stream shows, I'll be on there. Like I said, I told everybody last night, I will be a what was the exact word? I will be a technology whore, a sales whore, whatever you want to call it. Going out there and pushing product. I mean, it's part of sales anyway. I kind of work directly in sales now, so I wouldn't mind taking it, what we do. So, but yes, we say love, and that is true. We love what we do here. So, all right, folks, I've been on for almost an hour. I'm trying to curtail myself from just going on and rambling, or else I could. So, guys, I do appreciate you, Mr. Bob Feathers, Mr. Coach Building Skills. Appreciate you, Mr. Andrew F. Bennett. I will be in contact with you, Mr. James Riley, watching over on Facebook and on the West Coast. Appreciate you, Senor Pasayada Hayoka, as well. Mr. Kenneth Dunner Jr., as always. Mr. Jamal Marshall, and of course, Miss Roberta Westwood. Appreciate you. My buddy, Mr. Oleg Lohi, watching over on Facebook. Mr. Clark White, I do appreciate you. Go check out and subscribe to the Huddle with Walter Strong over on YouTube. Please give his channel a nice following. Michael Skibba, who was in the house a little bit earlier, appreciate you, all the way from Long Island, New York. Let's see if I haven't forgotten anybody else going through. Mr. Bill Bennett, always a honor to have you here. Russ Johns, of course. Thank you, buddy. I always do appreciate it. Yolanda, who was here a little bit earlier in the conversation, I appreciate you. David Bearwald, thank you again for being here when we were having our little issues. Who else? Miss Sima Dillian, thank you so much for being here. Teresa Etherly as well. Let me make sure I didn't forget anybody else. Mr. James Cogle Jr., my cousin, Lena Leal, thank you for your support, and Miss Beth Granger. So hopefully that's everybody who showed up here tonight. I do appreciate you showing up, being in the comments, being a part of the family here. So until tomorrow evening, folks, you guys stay safe, stay well, be blessed, and we will be back here tomorrow evening, 8:15 Eastern Standard Time. So until then, folks, give your families, your friends, your loved ones hugs, kisses, enjoy the small moments, and we'll get through this together like we always have. So until tomorrow evening, you guys have a wonderful night. Goodbye, everybody.